believe. Hello, you sexy bunch of salt, and thank you so much for tuning in to another episode of Bangin with Chloe Veitch, which is me. I am here with the absolute stunner, the Cypriot queen, Antigoni from Love Island.
That was such a lovely introduction, thank you.
I don't know where it come from.
I loved it.
I just took a deep breath in and I never know what's going to come out of my mouth.
You can introduce me everywhere if you want.
Yeah, I'll be your little hype girl. I don't mind. I actually met you before you went on Love Island, didn't I?
Yeah. So where did we meet again?
At an event.
Oh, yeah, that random event in Essex.
Yeah. I remember coming up to
you. In a marquee. And
yeah,
it was like
literally.
during the end of lockdown vibes when it's like things were allowed to be outside.
Yeah, we were allowed out the house.
Yeah,
and I was like,
God.
I think that was the pinnacle point of me being an alcoholic, you know. I went wild.
Oh, I think I'm there now.
Oh, no. Well, this podcast, we talk about anything. So we'll go as deep as you want or as sexual as you want. Obviously, you know, this podcast and anyone else that's listening in, we love talking about sex, dating, what's going on in your life right now. And we also love to know what is banging from your week.
From my week, well, I've got a song coming out this week.
No.
Yeah, Friday. So
is this an
Friday the
exclusive?
2nd. It's not an exclusive.
Oh,
I'm
fuck.
not gonna lie.
Fuming.
But I have a song coming out on Friday. It's called You Can Have Him. Oh my God, I should teach you the TikTok
If you want
dance.
him, you can have him.
Close, but yeah, if you could take him, you can have him.
No, sing it a little bit.
If you could take him, you can have him. I won't try to make him stay. If you could take him, then it means that he was not mine anyway.
So, just a quick question, right? What inspired that song? Because is it because someone's done that to you before? Has someone taken your man without permission?
Do you know what? Not as far as I know, no one's taken my man yet. Or ever, touch wood, do you know what I mean?
Yeah, believe in yourself,
Come on,
girl.
believe in your source. Actually, what inspired that song was when I was like, so I got approached to go on Love Island like early this year. Mm-hmm. And then I was like in the process of like deciding whether to do it and whatever. And I had like some Zoom calls with the producers. And one of the producers was like to me, what would you do if somebody came in and you were coupled up with somebody and a new girl came in and like wanted your man? And I was like, well, if you could take him, you can have him. And it's like something that my dad's always said is like, no matter how much you want to be with somebody, you can't force somebody to want to be with you. Like, and if somebody can take that person from you, it means they weren't meant for you anyway. Exactly. So I was like, that's actually a really good song concept. So like I went into the studio and I was like, you know, and then before I went on the show, I didn't actually get into that scenario because I wasn't even there that long. I didn't really find anyone I vibed with that much. But I was like, I better stick to this now. Because imagine someone came in and like, well, after my man, and then I was like, no, you can't have him. Like then my song would have had to be cancelled before I released it. But
do you know what my favourite thing is about artists? It's because you get to know them through their songs.
For sure.
Because you wouldn't write about anything that wasn't relevant to you.
Definitely. Like, yeah, I mean, for me, I'm such a storyteller. Like my songs are so autobiographical. There's always some truth.
Oh, whoa.
You know. Autobiographical, which is like real life, like happening in your life basically. Or if it's not my life, it might be something that happened to my best friend or like something I've seen or read about or whatever.
Something you've lived.
Yeah, something that like I've experienced in some way, shape or form. Sometimes it's not that deep. Like the way I'll put it is like, it's like if you have like a little light beam and you see it and you're like, it's an idea. Let's say something happens in my life that's not that deep.
Yes.
But I'm like, oh, that's a good idea. Let me grab that.
Yeah.
And like zoom in on it.
Yes.
And make it a bigger thing.
Yes.
So like it's always got some truth to it. Sometimes it's literally word for word. Sometimes it's just like an inspiration.
Yeah.
But it's always got some
or something that's relatable.
Exactly.
Something that could happen. Something that has happened.
Exactly.
Do you know
something
what I mean?
I want to happen.
Yes,
you know?
girl. So could you imagine if like that song is called If You Want Him,
You Can Have Him.
You Can Have. Okay. Just imagine if like in the next 6 months it's like you took him, so fuck you. Or like, could you imagine if the reverse happened? Like,
I'm like, he's a waste man anyway.
yeah, he's a waste man anyway. And Antigoni's next single.
Yeah.
You've got another song called Red Flags. Now I want to know, and I'm sure everyone else wants to know, what are your red flags?
Okay. My red flags in like, wait, what are my red flags? Or like, what are my red flags in a guy?
What, just like
as in like
either.
Okay, well, for me, I can't deal with rudeness. Like, I don't like if a guy's like rude to his family in particular, you know, when you get someone that's like rude to their mom or whatever, like that's rudeness is a big no-go for me, or like rude to the waiter or something like that.
Because
like,
down the line, if you're his baby mum or you're his wife, if he's speaking to his mum like that, he can speak to you like that.
100%.
Exactly, no hope.
Yeah, and just in general, if they're rude to like the waitress or the taxi driver, like I just don't like rudeness.
Humble yourself.
Yeah. Laziness. I can't, I'm such a get up and go person. Like even on holiday, I want to get every bit of juice out of the day. Like I'm like up early and then like I don't sleep. Like I just want, so I can't deal with somebody who's lazy.
Yeah.
And like probably my biggest red flag, like this is my non-negotiable, is someone who's stingy.
Oh.
I can't do stinginess because I come from like Greek culture, and if you know anything about like, it's a very open door, like come into the house, eat, like help yourself to the fridge, like it's very open, it's very giving.
Yeah.
Grown up with a dad who's like super generous, like, you know, and it's not about money, it's about character. Like, you know what I mean? Like somebody can be broke and still be super generous.
Exactly.
It's just how much of your time, their time they give you, or like effort and so like
the
for
thought
me,
and consideration
exactly,
behind it.
Yeah. I can't. So like stinginess for me is like my biggest.
Is anything like that, like, because I totally agree with you there. And when I'm on dates and I don't know, say if I go on a date with a guy, I'll always say out of kindness on the first date, do you want to half the bill? Right? Sometimes I have to force myself to say it. Sometimes I have to force myself to say it. And I do mean it, because I know that some girls are like, do you want half the bill, but don't actually mean it. But I say it sometimes.
Do you really mean it? Because I don't think you do.
I do, though.
You do, like you'll do it, but like you're writing him off if he says yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, true.
Sorry. Do you know how stingy you have to be to not even pretend to not be stingy on the first date?
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
If they're not even going to pretend on the first date, you've got no hope.
Yeah.
Like for me, I think if I was on a first date and I said like, do you want to split? And they said yes, I'd be like, do you know what? Don't worry, I'd pay and I'd just probably never
I'll just pay the bill.
Yeah, I don't want a guy to pay for me all the time.
Yeah.
Like, and also if I've been on a couple of dates with a guy and he's like been spending and be good, I'll make a point
of treating him.
Yeah, like, because then I'll go out of my way, say we're on date 3 or something, to like get up and pay the bill without him knowing.
Of course, that's what I do.
Do you know
always
what I mean?
do that.
Yeah. But I need to know that if I let you, you'd pay for everything.
Yes.
Do you know what I mean?
Yes.
Because it just shows so much about character, and it's just manly and it's just sexy.
Definitely.
And, you know, I feel like my friend said this to me the other day. She was like, we need to stop offering on the first date.
Okay.
She was like, don't even do this fake.
Let me
just don't do it.
Let me just, where's my bag?
Just be you with chest.
Or when the bill comes, it's like, I need to redo my lipstick.
No, just
sometimes
sit there and look him dead in the eye like this.
And make him feel really uncomfortable. Like, you going to pay or not?
I'm just talking first date.
Yeah.
Like, come on, like, there's chivalry can't be dead. Like, it's a first date, take me out, treat me like a princess. Like, you know, I like that.
Well, they've got to make him first impression.
Yeah,
and if they want to drop my drawers, buy me an Nando's. All right. Have you ever been on, like, have you got any worst date experiences? Because I know that you were in a relationship for 9 years.
Yeah.
And, I mean, we'll get into that a bit later, because that in itself is just, you're wifey. And you've got a lot of experience, even if it is just with one guy. Mm-hmm. But I know that when I get out of a relationship, I've been in a 4-year relationship before. When I got out of it, I was like, after a few months, maybe like a year, I was like, right, I'm ready to get back into the dating scene. And when I did, I went ham. I was like, right, Tinder. I think I was even on bloody Grindr at one point. I just was just everywhere, right? I just wanted some attention because I'm so used to getting that attention from guys. Mm-hmm. So have you ever had like a patch of dating experiences to tell us some stories?
Yeah, let me have a think. Like, so I've been single for, I mean, it's going to be like, it's over 1.5 years now. Mm-hmm. And like, like once I stopped like crying and like being so sad and whatever, I like was like, right, okay, let's get outside. Mm-hmm. Let's, you know, you told me I was going to whack this.
Yeah, I did. We whack it all the time. We just love it.
I'm trying to think of like a funny story. To be honest, I've not actually had a date that's been so bad, but I've had dates that have just been dry. No. And in a way, that's worse.
Yeah, it is. No, it is.
Because you know when you're just sat there, and you're just sat there and you're like, oh, like, especially if you like, okay, so I had a situation where I was like seeing someone for a while who I actually really liked. And then it kind of didn't work out, and I was like low-key still sad about it. But I was like, no, let me go on a date with this guy, and like, you know, let's
take my mind off it.
Yeah. And the worst thing about trying to take your mind off it with somebody else is when that person's dry and you're just sitting there thinking, this was so much more fun with the guy I actually liked.
Oh, no.
And I was just on a date with this guy and I was just so bored. And he was really sweet, but there was just no vibes. And I ended up just like making an excuse to leave early. And yeah, and it actually just makes you sadder, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Like when you're in a dry date. I had one situation where I nearly went on a date with a guy and then he like showed me that he was like scary before. Like, he changed the date a couple of times, whatever, and then I was like, look, this is getting a bit long, let's just allow it.
Yeah.
And I was, it's feeling a bit disrespectful now, kind of thing. I said something like that and he goes, disrespectful, like, says the girl who's still got pictures of her ex on her Instagram. No. And I was like, do you know how far you have to scroll down to find a picture of my ex? First of all, like, that was 9 years of my life, and like me and my ex don't hate each other.
Yeah.
So it's like I've deleted quite a few pictures, but there's
Yeah.
some that are like just like nice memories and whatever. And I'm like, I don't have a new man. So I don't feel the need to like erase everything.
Yeah, definitely.
Second of all, I was like, we've not even been on a date yet. And you're like doing, oh no, he said that. And he goes, and he's been posting boys on her Instagram all weekend. Because I was out with some friends, whatever. And I was thinking,
You're
like,
a psycho.
yeah, I was like, oh my God, you're a psycho. Like, thank you for like ducking us. So that was like a nearly disastrous date that just didn't happen.
my
But
God.
he was really beautiful. It was a shame.
Fuming. It's always the good looking one.
Yeah.
I always go for,
What's your type?
how do I put it? I don't want to sound nasty. So the best.
Medium ugly.
Yeah.
Medium ugly guys are the best.
No, literally. But, oh no, I'm going to sound really fucking egotistical. They get obsessed.
Oh.
And not like because whatever. Like,
No, what
not
do you
because
mean?
I'm
Because you're a
Beyonce.
10 bad bitch.
But I feel like, because I really don't want to come across like a cunt.
Say the chest.
So because they're not 10-10s, I act myself around them.
I feel you.
And when you act yourself around someone,
yeah, 100%.
the energy is infectious and they want more of that because you don't feel awkward, you're not being shy. Like, I went to an event the other day and there was this really good looking guy there. And he messaged me a couple of times and he come up to me and I was like talking to him and then I just went, I'm going to go outside and get some fresh air because I'm really hot and sweaty, and then walked outside, then didn't see him for the rest of the night and then left.
Gutted.
So it's like, when I actually fancy someone, I can't bring myself to have a conversation
It's so
with
much
them.
harder to flirt with someone that you actually fancy. Like when you don't fancy somebody, you can just flirt and it's
That's
nothing.
what
It's
I'm
so good. And the
saying.
moment there's like a bit of like nervousness,
I'm like, oh.
yeah, literally. I actually wrote a song recently.
Did you?
Called Nervous about this guy that I met recently, who is so leng. It hurts.
Oh my God, please
And I
give us the
swear,
first initial.
Like you literally won't know him.
Oh, okay.
Actually, you might. I'll tell you after.
Okay.
And he's just so beautiful. And I swear I was like talking to him and I was thinking, what the fuck do I say next?
Oh,
I was like, what do I say next? Like, you know, when you're just like trying to think what to say.
Yeah.
And I was like actually felt nervous. I was like, it's the first time I felt nervous around a guy since I was like young. And yeah, and then I wrote this song called Nervous, actually a bit banger. But then I don't think he was feeling me because he never like followed it up. Like we exchanged numbers and like he bought me a drink and it was just like, and I bumped into him again, but then he's never like followed up on the vibes.
Okay.
And I'm like, oh, damn.
Do you wait for guys to message you? Or are
At
you
least initially.
Okay.
Like, do you know, well, I don't know actually. I might like do like, I don't know, respond to a story or something.
Yeah, that's what I do.
Yeah.
Clever girl.
Yeah.
That's what I do. Because it's like I'm not sliding in, but I'm just eavesdropping in.
You know what I mean? You're just tipping it
I'm appreciating your story.
No, like I don't think I would ever like overtly move to like slide into a guy's DM like, hey, I think you're cute. But
Oh
like,
no, I do that all the time.
do you?
All the time.
Should I try it?
No, to be honest with you, it
Does it
doesn't
work?
work. Because I'm still single. But a couple of guys I have just found on TikTok, it's always the good looking guys I find.
I know,
on
but some
TikTok.
yeah.
They love themselves too much.
That's
though,
the
I feel
thing.
Like. Yeah.
But I mean, that's not like I won't stereotype.
Yeah,
but,
no, yeah.
But my way of moving to someone on social media is I'll like a few pictures. So it's like I'll like a few pictures, and if I'm feeling really out there, I might even hit the follow button.
Oh wow.
So if I follow and like a few pics, that is like fully me shooting my shot.
Fuck.
Yeah.
Okay.
It kind of works.
Do you know how many people are going to be listening to this? Going onto their Instagram to check to see if you've liked 3 of them photos. Or
if I like 3 of your photos and I follow you, I'm into you.
That's what I used to do.
Yeah.
I used to like the 4 photos.
Oh, you thrown a 4th.
No, I used to do 4, yeah.
Okay.
Because it's an even number, I'm a bit
I
weird
hear
like
it,
that.
I hear it.
If there was anyone listening that wants a guy to know that they're interested, would that be your response?
That on social media, yeah. In real life,
Yeah.
again, like I'm not gonna go over on a hey, you're cute vibe, but I'll just like
Look at them.
like try and have eye sex with them across the room.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like you
What
know,
ones-
or you know when you catch someone's eye and you
Yeah.
give them the like you catch their eye and you just give them the
look up
that
and down.
kind of
Have you
vibe,
tried?
yeah.
Have you seen the triangle thing?
Oh,
You look at the
yeah,
left,
I've
look
heard
at the
about
right,
this,
look at
and then oh, yeah, I've never actually tried that one. I'm gonna try it.
I
But you have to be quite close to someone to do that.
Yeah,
I'm talking
true.
across the room now. You got to give the little up and down, and maybe a little young like little smile.
Should we name them? So
Okay,
this one's doggy.
that's
This one's reverse cowgirl.
I feel like there's going to be a lot of learning to learn this technique.
This one's stationary. Stationary or missionary?
Stay
Missionary.
there, just don't move.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'll be my approach. Or like
Yeah.
I'll conveniently position myself around them in the room.
Yes.
Do you know what I mean? So like, if you see that they're at the bar, you're like,
just
oh my
whiff
God, let's go
yourself.
get, yeah.
Like, whiff
exactly.
yourself.
Make sure you have a little
The
extra
perfume.
spritz and yeah. Just make yourself, I'll put myself in a position where it's easy for them to approach me. That's and then like maybe give them a look and that's my move.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I go out with the girls quite a lot, and guys don't ever approach me ever, right?
Same.
Like literally. And my friends always say to me, yeah, but it's because like they're intimidated and you're really pretty and they just don't want to come up to you. And I'm like, are you just saying that because you're my friend though?
No, I think more time it's true. Like I feel more time it's true, but no, I'll take that back. Guys do approach me. It's just often it's not the ones that I want to approach me.
Oh yeah.
But I'll never be like I have a thing that anyone who tries to move to me, I'll be so polite because in this day and age, one thing that I find so jarring, people have lost the like confidence to like speak to people in person. So this is one of my icks actually.
Okay.
When I go to an event or something or a party and I see a cute guy and it's a vibe, or like even if I don't see him, but either way, I get a DM the next day. Hey, I saw you at so-and-so last night. No, that's so icky. Like,
Just
why did you
come
not
up and
approach me in
speak
person?
to me.
Yeah. So it's like if a guy like has plucked up the courage, even if I'm not interested, I'll always just like be polite.
Yeah.
But like keep it moving because I always like respect.
Yeah.
I think like it's good like
Yeah.
big deep energy to approach someone in person and just
you can swear.
be
Dick.
ballsy. But yeah,
Big
fine.
dick energy.
I was just keeping it cute. You know?
I need to learn that, Antigoni. I need to learn that because I'm not even joking, right? Some of my family, like my nan is extremely religious, right?
Okay.
And my dad outed me the other day. He was like, oh, Nan, have you seen Chloe's podcast?
Oh no.
And she went, no. And I went, you don't need to watch it, Nan, it's fine. And he was like, it's absolute filth. And my nan was, what do you mean? What do you talk about on there? I was like, we talk about sex, dating and stuff like that.
Yeah, your dad did you dirty.
My dad done me dirty. And she went, I think I'm going to have to watch it. I was, do not watch it. It's just not happening.
No.
So I feel like I have to cute myself.
Cute it up a bit.
Cute it up a little
Hey,
bit.
listen, you don't have to do anything. You can talk filth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, we're on the subject of filth.
Yeah.
Shot yourself in the foot there. When did you lose your virginity? Was it with...
It was with my ex. Yeah, that
right,
was
okay,
for,
yeah.
for like a long
9
time.
years.
Yeah. So I was like, yeah. So I was with them for a long time. Yeah.
Okay.
That's the vibes.
Yeah. You stayed with him for a long time
know.
after that.
He's a great guy. Like I have not a bad word to say about him. Honestly, like we grew up together. And, like he's a lovely person. I do, like sometimes I do think I'm actually an idiot. Like why should I leave this guy? He's like the best. But like there was a new chapter that I needed to explore in my life.
Definitely.
I felt like I've been with this person since I was 15 till 24. I was like, who am I on my own? I was like, I don't actually know who I am. Like, who am I when shit goes wrong and I don't have you to lean on to make me feel better? Like, I had this safety blanket with him. And like with my career and music, like that was always my priority. And I just felt like I was at like a stagnant point. And I don't know, there was something in me that was telling me until I'm on my own and I have that fear of God in me, like, I don't know if I'm going to get where I want to be. And like, that's not a fair pressure to like put on someone that I'm with. Like, and I didn't want to be like 35 with 3 kids thinking, oh, maybe if I'd gone off on my own, I would have been good. Because that wouldn't be fair. He never like held me back. He was always mad supportive and everything. But the nature of being in a relationship, you hold yourself back, I think, to an extent, because you're
Yeah.
comfortable. Like, some of the, like, you know, for example, producers that I've met, that I've worked with, that have become my people that I work with, I met at some random event on a Tuesday night that I couldn't be bothered to go to. And when you got your boyfriend lying in bed and you're all comfy, you just think, oh, whatever I do, oh, this one's not that important, I won't go. Whereas when you're on your own and you're sad,
You just go
you just go
out.
to everything. You go to everything, you make the effort, you know, and dating is networking too.
Exactly.
You know, like in the sense of like, you meet new people. When you're dating someone, you meet a whole new crowd of people, you meet different friends, you meet whatever. And it was just like, yeah, I just felt like, and then the music that I wrote as well was just the right thing. But yeah, it was kind of sad.
Oh. Can't even remember what I'd done when I split up with my ex.
What's your relationship background like?
I've always been in relationships. Relationship gal. I was with this guy when I was like 13 for like 4 years. And then when we split up, it was just like I kind of just carried on and he did. But I'm still really close to his mum.
Oh, yeah.
So me and his mum are like really good friends.
I love that. I mean, I actually miss my ex's mum.
Do you?
Yeah, so much. She was like my second mum. But
I go around there Christmas Eve.
Do you?
Every year, yeah.
Yeah, no.
It's like a tradition.
Yeah.
I just go around there.
It's like when you've been with someone for a long time, you like break up with the whole family. So sad.
Yeah.
I hate, that was like one of the hardest. And we had a dog as well. Don't, because I'll cry.
Oh no.
I know.
See, it's like not just the grief for the partner, the grief for the family, the grief for the surroundings and everything else. And then like that healthy, it is healthy fear really of, am I going to find that again? Because the natural drive, I need to get out the house.
100%. Yeah,
I need
exactly.
to go out and meet new people and experience dating.
For sure. And
stuff.
dating is fun. Like, it is, you know, it's fun. Like, you know, when you're like away and you don't have, you're just free, you know, you're just free to like, even a lot of the time, like I've made so many good friends that are guys since I've been single, because when you're in a relationship, you naturally just don't hang out with guys as much because it's just, there's a respect thing there. Otherwise, there's guys that like I've become really good friends with, never anything romantic, but like that are like valued friends now that I wouldn't have met if I was still in a relationship, just because you just don't do that as much when you're with somebody. So, yeah.
I slept with one of my friends.
One of your friends?
Yeah, and it was a bit weird.
So, like, you could give some backstory.
It's just, see him, slept with him, high-fived, left.
You high-fived? Did you really high-five?
Yeah.
Wow.
Over the bed. It wasn't even next to each other. It was like I got off one side, he got off the other side, and it was like a triangle high-five. It was a bit weird.
This is madness.
But my love languages, when I'm in a relationship with someone, is like physical touch. Not high-fives.
Real physical touch.
Like actual physical touch. Because I love being, like, when I'm walking the streets with a partner, I'm holding hands. I'm kissing.
100%.
If I want to,
I'm here for the PDA.
Yeah, I'm going to massage your shoulders.
Yeah.
Because you deserve it, babe.
Love that.
You deserve it. And then, what other love languages are there? You've got
there's physical touch,
words
of affirmation, quality time, gifts, I think, is one. Like
gifts.
Acts of service. Yeah, that's one of mine.
Yeah.
For sure. Because that's like, you know, when someone just does something that they know you needed. Like, I don't know, you had low air in your tyres and they've just like, oh, I went and did that. Or like things like that. Acts of, but physical touch, 100%. And words of affirmation, I think.
Yes.
Yeah. Actually, I want all of them. Give me them all.
Yeah, just give me all of them.
Yeah.
Quick cheeky finger now and again. And we're all right. Do you know what I mean? Cushty. So, obviously you were in a relationship for a very long time. Because there are so many people that listen that are in long term relationships. Because we have an advice segment on their podcast where people write in questions and stuff that they've been through, and they're like, oh, Chloe, like, I'm in a relationship and how do I spice my relationship up, sort of thing.
Okay.
So I'm going to use that to ask you, like, was there any points in your long-term relationship where you had to try different ways of spicing up the sex life or incorporating different things into the, like, maybe, I don't know, booking a spontaneous holiday just to kind of, or like, what were the things that you learned in that relationship that you will take on?
Yeah. Well, in terms of that element of it, that never really faded out. It was always quite like just good vibes, you know. But like, I think there's a couple of things for me that like kept that relationship strong. One thing was like having your own lives.
Yeah.
So like you have your life with your friends and they have their life with their friends, and then you also have your life together. I think so many couples like fall into that easy trap to fall into where you're each other's everything.
Yeah.
People don't see you without them. And it's like, it's nice to miss each other, because then when you do see each other, you still have that spark, you still have that energy, you actually have things to tell each other about your day. So that was one thing that I think kept that like spark alive. And then like planning date nights and like doing like fun things like for us, like we would stay together like every night, but more time like he like used to work, leave really early, sometimes get back late. So even though we'd technically be together every night, we wouldn't actually spend time.
Yeah.
So it'd be making a point of being like, cool, Friday we're doing this, or like Sunday we're having a day. Like, so like making actual times that are like, you're not passing ships that are just around each other. You're actually like the quality time thing.
Because it's like, like I get that, because you can live with someone and see them all the time, but you actually spending the time with them.
Exactly, that's the difference, because just seeing somebody and like sleeping in the same bed, having a cuddle, that's nice and that's important as well, but like it's actually being like, no, let's go for dinner, let's have a conversation, let's, you know.
One thing that I struggle with, right, when I first start dating someone, is like if I go on a date and then 2 dates, then 3 dates, and then I'm like talking to them all the time on WhatsApp, I feel like I've run out of things to say.
Right. See, I'm not really a texter like that.
Are you not?
No, I get really bored like texting. Like
Same.
if I'm, like I prefer, if I'm like dating somebody or seeing them, I like a little, maybe like a little morning check-in and like a few texts throughout the day, but more like little FaceTimes throughout, like say like a little, I just FaceTime at lunch, like, hey, how are you? Like I'm on my way to da-da-da, how's your day been? Yeah, like a little quick catch-up FaceTime and then like phone calls, like at the end of the day or something like that. Like rather than constant messaging.
Where would you say is the boundary mark of FaceTiming someone that you've just started speaking to?
What do you mean? Like when do you start that?
Yeah.
I don't know. It depends on the person. Like,
True.
I'm quite a FaceTimer. Like, like in the sense of I could just meet somebody and even just on a work or friendship level, I'll just FaceTime you. Hi. I'm a spontaneous FaceTimer.
I love it.
Yeah. Do you know what? Actually, that's actually something that's quite good. Like, it throws guys off. I feel like if you do that quite like,
really?
it kind of spins them.
They're like,
so you've
whoa,
just started,
how are you so confident?
It's like air them all day or something.
And then just FaceTime
And then just
them.
FaceTime them.
I'm gonna
Trust
do that.
me, they'll be sweating when they answer the phone.
Should I
Do you FaceTime someone now?
Should I FaceTime someone now? No. I'm gonna do it later.
Time, though. Like, just do like a spontaneous FaceTime.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna text you later and tell you how it goes.
Tell me how it goes.
Because there's this one guy that I'm. Yeah, but I always ring him.
Oh my god,
never
should I do that to the guy that
answers.
made me nervous that hasn't followed up with me?
Preach.
No, because imagine he doesn't answer.
Practice what you preach. Just do it.
I know, but
What
like,
have you got to lose though?
yeah, I know. My pride. my
Pride is the biggest
fragile
killer,
little
Antigoni.
Pride.
Just imagine if he's the dad to your babies. Someone asked me on my socials that I put up earlier today, the question and answer, have you had any plastic surgery?
I haven't, no.
I can tell that you haven't.
Yeah.
Because you're very, like, you've got that pretty look. Like, you're not, like, when you move, it's like you can see your expressions. Do you know what I mean? Like me, I don't need Botox. The fuck? I'm in my 20s.
I hear
You're in
it.
your 20s, aren't you?
Yeah, I'm 26.
I mean,
yeah.
the hair is natural. No extensions.
No extensions, no. Just Greek hair.
And you're blessed with that big batty. I'm fuming.
Oh no, I'm not blessed.
I'm
with
actually
that. Not
fuming.
really. I'm not actually. I just train really hard. Like I literally have grown my bum in the gym. So I wasn't actually blessed with that natural big bum like that.
You haven't always had a bum.
No, I had like a little bit of a bum. Like it wasn't like a pancake.
Yeah.
But I've definitely made my bum bigger. Hey, girl, your
Mine
body's
is-
length.
Oh.
Also, I feel like it's not about the volume. It's just about like the shape.
Yeah.
It's like if you've got like a nice, cute, peachy bum, that's
Yeah.
just as nice as like a really big bum. It just depends on the flavour.
Mine's just proper flat.
Yeah, but it's nice and shapely. You got a peachy bum.
Yeah.
As long as it's peachy.
Yeah. I
That's
love
what
that.
matters, yeah.
I'll take that.
Yeah.
I might start going to the gym though, but I've been saying this for the past 6 years.
Oh, I'm so
I
out of
might
the
not.
routine at the moment. Like I'm very like disciplined with the gym normally. Pretty much every day I'll train. but I've just got out of the routine. And I'm like, this morning was my first day back and I really struggled.
Well, you were up early today, weren't you? Yeah, I see.
I've set myself a goal for the next week to be in the gym at 7 every day. Even if I don't do, like in my head, the way I'm like rationalising it with myself is like, you don't have to work hard.
Yeah, just
get
turn
there.
up.
I just need to get into the routine again. And then, because like there's a saying that my best friend told me that she saw on, I think it was like Stephen Bartlett's podcast, but somebody said like, can't wait for motivation to come because it will come and go. It's about discipline.
Yeah.
So you just got to go.
Yeah.
And even if you do nothing when you, like a really easy thing.
It's just action, innit? Action, action, action.
People are like, you love the gym, innit? You're always there. And I'm like, no, I don't actually love the gym. I just have to do it because I'm not one of these people that has a fast metabolism. Like, if I stop training and I start eating whatever I want, like, I will literally, it's all downhill.
Oh, fuck.
You're not one of, you're one of these lucky bitches, aren't you? Just eat whatever you want and just never hate you.
But I'm telling you now, the grass isn't greener. Because when I try and put weight on, I can't put weight on.
But why do you want to?
Because sometimes...
Actually, yeah, you might want to,
like, if I get ill, or like if I have, I don't know, when I had COVID, I lost so much weight and my face just looked like a skeleton. And like my stomach, you could see my ribs, my hip bones, and my mum was like, Chloe, you look so ill, like so ill. I have to get, because I've got IBS, I shit a lot, really bad. Too much information, I know, I'm sorry guys. I mean, listen, I don't know why am I saying sorry when I talk about rimming, like every episode? What is going on? But yeah,
You've got an advantage though. If you've never trained, you have an advantage because you will see results in the gym really quickly.
Really?
Yeah, like any friend that I've like kind of been like, right, let's get you into it. They see results so quick because your body's not used to it. If you were to like for a month, be like, right, I'm banging out gym, start lifting weights, eating the right proteins, everything like that, whatever.
Get a meal plan.
You would literally, your bum would grow, your abs would show because your body's not used to it. You would get such a quick like boost at the beginning. Whereas like for me, because I train so much, I have to go so hard now to actually see results.
Yeah.
Which is kind of annoying, which is kind of why sometimes a little break is all right because you get that little boost again. But actually, yeah, you've got an advantage. Like, if you were to like do a meal plan, get your calories really up, lift heavy weights, you could definitely grow your booty. You're not going to do it.
Not really, I don't think so. But Antigoni, you planted the fucking seed.
Hey.
The seed's been planted. I just need to water it and let it grow.
Yeah, it might be next year. Might be the year after.
But I will...
You water it.
Think about that. But one thing I wanted to ask you about, like going to the gym and stuff, like, does it help? Like when you're with a guy, and I know you want to be cutesy, so I won't word this in a way where you start talking dirty. But when you're intimate with a guy, does it give you that sexy confidence? Because it's like you respect yourself, you respect your body. You go into the gym, you're trying to do this and do that, and you're like, well, I've worked hard for this, bum. Does that give you more confidence in the bedroom?
Maybe. Like, I've never really thought about it, but like, I reckon it probably does. But I feel like body confidence isn't always like that. Like, you can have people who have technically the most conventionally perfect body who have no body confidence, and people who don't have a conventionally, you know, and they just are so sexy because they're body confident.
Yeah.
So I think a lot of it is a mindset thing. For me, like, yeah, I think when I feel good, when I feel like I've been training and I feel like I'm happy with where I'm at, I definitely have more confidence.
Yeah.
But
it's more the mindset.
I think it's more the mindset and like you as a person, because there's some people that like train so much that don't have that, and people, I don't know. I definitely think like mentally overall it gives you like a confidence though.
I mean, I went to the gym once, right? Believe it or not.
One time.
Well, it was just before I went on Talk the Handle, and I went to the gym for a month. And I used to go once a day, every day.
Okay.
But I used to spend like 2.5 hours in there. Just kind of doing nothing though.
Yeah, that's the thing. I think
I just loved being in there.
Why were you just like chatting people up?
Yeah.
Okay.
I just went in there.
Apparently the gym's a good place to meet somebody.
I got a protein shake, freshly made.
And just stretched a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bent over, lifted some weights. To be honest, I spent 95% of the time trying to work out how to fucking use the machines.
Right, yeah. It's like, it can be quite intimidating when you first start going to the gym.
And it wasn't like a commercial gym, it was like a bodybuilding one. Right. So it was very...
Yeah, very testosterone, macho.
Which was good for meeting men.
Yeah, you enjoyed it. Well, apparently, like, I don't know. Again, my best friend just gives me all these information from podcasts she listened to, and it was like, if you want to meet your husband, stop trying to meet him in the club, like meet him somewhere normal, like meet him at the supermarket, or like it's like if she gets up and goes to the gym every day at 6 a.m. Chances are, if she meets a guy at 6 a.m. in the gym who's there every day too,
They've got the
you've already
same
got this
mindset.
alignment, like you know.
Yeah. Fuck.
Yeah.
Very good advice.
Yeah.
Very good advice. So I'm going to take it back to my own experience. Okay. Based off my own experience, when I went on to Too Hot,
Yeah.
the newest seasons
Right.
of Too Hot, some people have slid into my DMs.
Oh, okay. So some of the, I haven't watched the latest one.
The former Too Hot contestants have slid in.
Wait, hold on. Before or after you went on?
So mine was the first series.
Yeah, that's what I thought. I was going to say.
So then after that, they were sliding in mine.
Right, okay, cool.
And I was like, some of them were from Brazil.
Oh.
So I was like, very sexy. Has this happened to you?
Oh, like old Love Islanders. There has actually been somebody I didn't even realise because he was from a really early season.
Yeah, I always forget who they are.
Yeah, that's like slid in a little bit. But it's been light. It hasn't been like...
Okay, it's not heavy then.
No, like... It's like he was definitely asserting his like, I'm into you vibes.
Yeah. Tell me and tell everyone that's listening what your dad said about
yeah.
Because that's really interesting.
Well, okay, don't quote me on these percentages because I'm trying to remember. But he said something like, it's something like only 5% of men in the world are like over 6'2" or something like that. So if you want somebody that's like over 6'2", you've already limited the pool to like 5%. And then think about that. From that 5%, if you want somebody who like is nice, like, you know, has some brain cells, is like a good vibe, like, do you know what I mean? Like ticks the other boxes.
Over 6 inches.
It's like basically you're looking at like a very small pool. Yeah, like 0.02%.
Oh my God.
But it's okay, we'll find him.
Yes.
Yeah.
We will.
Yeah.
I just need to get up at 6 a.m. and go to the bloody gym.
Yeah.
And stop trying to find my men in clubs. I mean, I don't really go out anymore.
Why do you not go out?
I don't drink.
Oh.
Yeah, I don't really drink. I mean, I do go
Still
out.
Not drink. I go out and drive a lot of the time and don't have a drink.
I'm the taxi driver.
Yeah.
I love it. I mean, when I go out, I go to like events and stuff, and I go with the girls.
How long have you not drunk, and how come?
14 months now.
Ooh.
Yeah, it's mad. I don't know. I just got in a really bad place in my life where I was drinking too much during lockdown as well. So I was left to my own devices, and just went wild with it.
Fair enough.
Yeah. Had to just stop.
Yeah. Fair enough.
It was at that point where I was like, am I ever going to spiral and lose everything that I've gained?
Yeah. It sounds like you did the right thing.
I'm here and I'm sober and I'm trying to work on my other defects, which are lust and being lazy, because I can be quite lazy.
Hey, listen, I see you. You're out and about. You do a lot. You're not lazy.
I try.
Yeah.
It's that cunt FM in my head, though. Do you get that? You know, like sometimes, like now and again, it's like... it's like that cunt FM that tells you like you're not good enough and stuff like that.
Yeah, I feel like it's just talking to yourself nicely, isn't it? And just
definitely words of affirmation.
And that works. It does work.
Yeah.
I know it's all like hippy dippy sometimes and whatever, but like gratitude, and I found like it, and also just trusting in the universe.
Oh yeah, definitely. That's what I do. I mean, I don't know how to do manifestation at all.
Really?
But I Google it.
You Google it. Yeah. There's a good book. I reckon I can give you a book. It's called Creative Visualization. It's by Shakti Gawan. And it's like all about manifestation and positivity and whatever, trusting in the universe. And yeah, I just find like since I've been like had that mindset, just a lot more zen.
Yeah.
I used to get so stressed about little things.
But now you just let it go.
Yeah, I mean, I still have my moments, but like I've got better.
We're human.
Yeah.
We're human. I pray.
Yeah.
Every morning. Every morning. But anyway, before I go down that spiraling road, there was one question that I actually really wanted to ask you. Obviously, I watched Love Island. When you first come on, I was like, yes.
Were you shocked?
No, I see.
Oh, yeah, because it got leaked, didn't it?
Got
I didn't even
posted. And I was like, no way. Like, fucking, I was so genuinely happy. I was
love
like,
that.
if there is anyone on this planet, Antigoni deserves to be on Love Island.
Thanks, girl.
Because I just feel like it needed a bit of, So when you walked in and you went on 3 dates.
I did,
Date after date after date.
With the other 2 watching, it was great.
Yeah. Oh my God. I was shocked when you got voted out. Obviously, I mean, if it wasn't you, it would have been someone else.
Yeah.
So on that terms, it's like, well, someone had to go.
Yeah.
But there was one thing that stood out when it happened. And I just want to, when I was watching it, I was like, I just want to know more, because I think you looked at Paige as if to say, why?
Yeah.
So in my head, I was like, was a previous conversation I had where you were told you were going to be saved and you wasn't saved?
I got the impression from the boys that I was going to be saved.
Because it was the boys that made the decision,
Yeah.
wasn't it?
Who knows what happens?
Yeah.
You know, you leave the
Yeah.
garden. It just doesn't all happen on the spot.
Yeah.
You know, you leave the garden. We're inside for like an hour and a half, and we come back outside. Then I was sent home. Now I'm not mad at it. Now,
Yeah,
like
no, of course.
at the time, like of course I was upset and whatever, and you know, honestly, I just think the universe was looking out for me. It was the right time for me to go, and I was really happy for like Tasha and Danica, because they had like, I think, probably a more fruitful journey than I would have had if I'd stayed. Because Tasha and Andrew were so strong. Like even from when I was in there, people didn't really even know that yet. When I came out, when I said they're really strong, people were like, really? So now that you can see that they're like so solid.
Yeah.
So I feel like it's amazing that they got to live that out. And with Danica, I think that she was like, you know what I mean? She was putting in the work and she was grafting.
was.
And she's a beautiful girl. She's a lovely girl.
And it's
I think-
relatable.
for sure. And there was like guys, I think there was more guys like suited to potentially her than me and Casper more. So I think that like I'm so happy that like, I'm genuinely really happy with how it worked out.
Yeah.
When I look back and whatever, but like at the time, obviously you don't want to go in. Also, you don't know what's going on outside. You don't know what the vibes are. All I knew is, oh my God, I've been booted off after a week. Like, this is embarrassing. But actually, I think
You
it
made
worked out
a
well.
massive impact. I mean, you've literally got, you're a couple of 100,000 followers off of 1 million.
Yeah, it's crazy. I mean, I feel so grateful to like everyone that I've met and people that are following me, because everyone's so lovely, so nice, and it's just been really good vibes since I've been back. So you know, I'm not mad at anything. I think things work out the way that they should, and I think everyone got the right story that they needed and they deserved on that. Yeah, I've had situations that like didn't work out or whatever, and then at the time I'm upset, and then when you look back, you're like, that's why. And you're like, like someone was looking out for me.
Yeah,
like, you know.
exactly. It always reveals itself.
It does.
Always reveals itself.
And again, quoting my best friend, I should have just brought her. She always says like, if a guy like fucks you over, they either come back. Or
No, they do.
Yeah, they either come back or they fall off. Like their life just gets shitter
Yes.
from that point on.
Anthony Joshua, come to your red flag song release, right? He's extremely good looking.
Oh, of course, I mean,
Like,
of course he is.
is there anything going on?
No, I hate to bash him up, but we're just friends. Honestly, we're just friends. He's so lovely.
How did you get friends with him though? I don't get it.
My little brother trains at Finchley Boxing Club. My little brother's actually got national champion for his weight class last year. He's 16.
What?
But yeah, so he trains there, and that's AJ's gym. And when I was shooting a music video, we asked to use the gym. And it was like towards the end of lockdown, obviously no one was really there, just AJ was training there. So when the day after the video I went back to collect the equipment, he was just there training. So we just like became friendly and whatever, and then that was it really. That's how I know him, just from the boxing gym. And he's just really, really lovely, really nice, genuinely humble, lovely guy.
I mean, you can tell when you see him.
Totally,
like,
yeah.
Soft,
sure.
Teddy, cuddly.
Just lovely, yeah.
6'5", 7 foot.
Hey, listen, it's a shame you're not coming on the weekend, you know?
Is he going to be there? Is he? I'm coming! So on this podcast, we have a segment where we give advice. Now, I am shocking at giving advice, Antigoni, because I'm single, but it's gone past the point. I've just got shit advice. But you can help me with that.
I can help you out. I think I'm quite good at giving advice. I'm not as good at taking it.
Yeah.
but I'm quite good at giving advice.
See, I'm good at
I got
taking
called
it.
agony aunt. Like, so many people tweeted after Love Island, Antigoni just went to Love Island to be the agony aunt and then leave. And I was like, yeah, guess so.
Agony aunt, what's that?
Like an advice giver.
Ah, yes,
Yeah.
yes. So, a listener has sent in this and needs our advice.
Okay.
A guy friend of mine and I hooked up after a night out. We've been friends for 3 years and we're part of the same friend group. So I asked him not to tell anyone because I didn't want it to be weird. Fast forward to the next party where all of our guy friends started asking me about it. I want to forgive my friend, the guy that she slept with, but a part of me resents him for telling everyone. What would you do in this situation?
I feel like if he said to you he wasn't going to tell anyone and then he went and told everyone, it's a bit embarrassing on his part.
It's that
He
level
obviously just wanted to let everyone know that he did his thing and, you know, what, like, it's hard. We need more context. Like, where have you confronted him?
Yeah.
What did he say?
Yeah.
What was his reason? Because it might be a thing where he's like, I'd already told them before you asked me not to.
I mean, he was your friend before you slept with him, and friends wouldn't do that.
True.
So I feel like,
But, yeah, I guess, yeah.
because like if I said to you, like you or someone else,
just
don't tell anyone. Like,
just
it's
keep
in
it between
confidence.
us. Yeah.
And it's not just that. What are your motives?
Yeah, like, what does that achieve?
What are your motives with that?
Yeah,
So
he just, in a way, cock-blocked himself because you're not going to do it again now,
exactly. No sneaky blowjobs in the toilet at events.
You ruined it.
Family Christmas parties. It's just not going to happen.
He ruined it for himself.
So, if I was you, what would I do? I would have a conversation with him
Yeah.
and just say, do you know what, you've
have
pissed
a
me off.
conversation, see what his vibe is. And if his vibe is like, you know, I'm really sorry, you're right, I shouldn't have told anyone. I'd already told X person and they told them. And
Yeah.
I'm sorry and blah, blah, blah. I'm not going to tell them any dirty
Move past
details.
it.
Then you can keep it moving. But if he's like being a dick about it,
Yeah.
then just...
Or if he just upfront lies about it.
Yeah.
No, I didn't tell anyone. Listen, the one thing I will always say to anyone that is listening, always trust your gut. Always trust your gut, because us women get labelled as psychos because we act on intuition.
And it's like more time, there is some truth there. It's true.
Exactly. I'm feeling a certain way because there is a vibe that is being penetrated into the air right now.
You can normally tell straight away.
Exactly. I really hope that you find peace. Hopefully you remain friends after it. Hopefully you remain friends after it and you get new dick. Love it. If you have any questions, any dilemmas or any toxic situations that you want us to get involved in and help you and try and give you advice, please DM the Instagram, which is Bangin with Chloe V pod. We are just about to play a game.
Okay.
So for anyone listening, please turn your volume up because Antigoni has an amazing voice and I am tone deaf. So you might want to turn it down when it gets to my turn. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, just give it a little. I've got some classic sexy songs in here.
Okay.
Because you are extremely good looking.
Thank you.
And you've got an extremely
So
good
you.
voice. Oh, thank you. Stop it. Are you flirting with me? We're gonna hum them.
Okay.
We're gonna hum them.
Okay. And you have to guess it.
I'm just gonna call this the hum game.
Okay.
And the other one has to guess what song it is.
Cool.
Okay, I just really hope that I know what songs they are. Okay.
Oh my God. Jay used to sing this song all the time in the villa.
Really?
Like, all the time. I don't know why. I got into it. And then he couldn't remember the... Anyway, sorry.
Do it. Ride it.
My pony.
Woo!
My saddle's
Ooh.
waiting.
Oh.
Come and jump on it.
Oh my God. Pony.
Yeah.
Yeah. Channing Tatum.
He should be. He should
By
own that
Channing
song.
Tatum, innit?
Channing Tatum wants to slide in my DMs. That's fine.
Did he?
No.
If he wants to.
I said if he wants to.
Yeah. Fuck's sake. Yeah, it's by Channing Tatum, isn't it?
No. He dances to a Magic Mike. It's by Genuine.
Genuine. Yeah, that's the one.
Mm-hmm.
Do
you remember when he was on Big Brother?
Channing Tatum?
No, Genuine.
Oh, no. This is getting out of control. Let me pick up one. Oh, I really hope I start humming the right song.
Okay. I've not got a clue.
Oh,
Keep going.
help me.
Keep going, keep going.
That's the only bit I know, though.
I have no idea. I'm so sorry.
No?
Oh,
Oh, that's a different song, innit?
Sam.
For fuck's sake. Earned It by The Weeknd.
What song?
Earned It.
Oh, I see what you were trying to do there. Okay.
Rude
Come
Boy Rihanna.
Yeah, Bella.
Thank you. That was beautifully hummed.
Thank you.
Right. Oh, yeah. So glad I got this one.
Go on. Do you guys know what it is? Here you go again.
Oh, God.
Oh, wait.
Yeah?
I'm hearing something. Go on. So take off all your clothes. I am. Yeah. No,
Yeah?
Hot in Here by Nelly.
Yes. Woo.
Sorry, it took me a minute.
Okay, we got it.
We're doing another one? Or is
Yeah,
that it? Okay,
fuck
cool.
it. Let's just do it. I'm enjoying this.
Okay.
I don't know. No. What's your name? What's your number?
Close.
Let me talk to ya.
What's the next lyric? Let me buy you.
A drink.
Yes.
Buy you a
Smashed it.
drink?
Yeah. Bye.
Bye.
Auto-tune. Think auto-tune. T-Pain.
T-Pain.
Very good.
I was just about to say Kendrick Lamar.
No.
No.
Kendrick. So my single is out now. By the time this episode's out, it's called You Can Have Him. I'm going to teach Chloe the TikTok dance if we're going to do it.
Yes, please
So
do.
You can,
Follow Antigoni on socials at Antigoni.
TikTok's Antigoni Sings, but everything else is just Antigoni. TikTok, give me the Antigoni app, please.
Yes. Do it. Do it. Just do it, TikTok.
Just do it.
Yeah. I've been shadow banned.
Damn.
Yeah, on Insta. It's all right. We're riding through it.
What did you do?
Talk about sex.
Fair enough.
I'm too deep in now, Antigoni. There's no getting out.
Literally.
Sorry, guys. Thank you so much for coming on, Antigoni.
Thank you for
Honestly,
having me.
you've been
Thanks
an
for having me.
absolute babe. I can't wait for this to come out and for people to actually listen to us humming.
Yeah.
Like
Some
a
deep
bunch
stuff.
of dickheads. Love it. What we do for entertainment nowadays. Thank you so much, everyone, for listening and for watching it. If you're watching it on YouTube, honestly, subscribe, rate, like I've said, 5 stars, I'll whap it out.
All of that.
So tune in next week. Bye.
Bye.
Bangin with Chloe Veitch is part of the Eve Podcast Network and a Forever Dog production. Executive producer Tracy Soren. Development executive Mariah Nicholas. Senior producer Palama Kaufman. Producer Ewan Newbigging Lister. Post-producer and theme song Brian Hevron Smith. Cover photo by Greg Bailey. Forever Dog Productions is Joe Cilio, Alex Ramsey, and Brett Boehm.